Good morning and welcome to West Coast Grandma. So why am I planting this many varieties of tomatoes besides the fact that I love tomatoes? I have a few reasons for all the different ones that I'm gonna plant, and most of them are the same ones I do most years, except this year I do have two Italian varieties. One is a variety of Roma, and they're both varieties of Roma tomatoes, Rossano and San Marzano. So they're both ones grown in Italy typically, and because I have gotten such a thing for Italian food, I looked for these seeds. Now I have to tell you again about the price of seeds. I'll only be buying them once, $10.99 for 10 seeds. So I'm going to be definitely saving seeds this year. The rest of the packets are all heirloom. There's a few cherry tomatoes, which I will quickly go through. So as far as heirloom, Thorburns Terracotta, one of my favorites. So those I'm looking forward to. Amish paste, why am I doing those? Because if you watch my videos, you'll know how much spaghetti sauce, tomato paste, let's see, what else do I make? Pizza sauce, salsa, all those things that want tomatoes that don't have a lot of water in them. So Amish paste is a great one if you do a lot of canning of tomatoes. So those I have to do. These terracotta ones, they're just beautiful. Berkeley's tie-dyed, again, most of them are just because I love the look of the tomato. Solar Flare is absolutely beautiful. Big Rainbow, this is the second year I'm going to try these, and if they don't do better than they did last year, this will probably be my last year. My very favorite two heirloom tomatoes, Dr. Witchy's Yellow and Kellogg's Breakfast, which is also a yellow. Now, I have actually shown them on my channel before. I've had great big tomatoes. They are those beautiful slicers that make the best sandwiches or the best toasted tomato sandwich for breakfast. So those are, if I couldn't plant any other heirloom, it would be those two. True Black Brandywine, Paul Robeson, there's another really good one. Abe Lincoln, German Pink, these are all big. Now I have cherry tomatoes. I have sugary, just plain red cherry tomatoes, and I do the cherry tomatoes mainly because, again, I love the Italian cooking, and one of my favorite dishes, again, which I have showed on my videos and which I talked about, or which I cooked last night for dinner, is just cooking the fresh cherry tomatoes with basil and cooking it down into kind of a tomato sauce and stirring in your pasta and cheese, and that's about it, but it's so good. I have a couple of other varieties, the blueberry and sunrise bumblebee, which they're just, again, it's not that the flavor is anything exceptional, except the look of them is beautiful. And especially if you do lots of salads, and you know, we do salads as well as me making them into my favorite Italian dish. So anyway, I am going to get busy, and I am not going to plant two seeds in each of these little squares. I am going to plant all of one variety in only two cells, because the one thing about tomato plants is they separate so easy, and they're strong little things. You know, you really can't go wrong. You can't hardly damage them unless you totally just rip them apart. So I'm going to plant probably, because I am still trying to cut down this year, probably 6 or 8 of each variety in one little square, and then I'm going to let them go, and then I will divide them up into pots a bit later. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have all my tags here, which again, I save all my like large yogurt containers all winter, and then I just cut them up, and look at that, I got a whole container full. So I'm going to get busy. I will plant these. I will show you how it looks when I'm done, and that will be a great big job for me to get these in. I couldn't bear to have a year without tomatoes. So I'll come back right when I'm done and just show you the finished planting tray. Just to show you how I actually plant it, I have 2 cells here. I'm just going to kind of scrape the top layer beside it, and I'm only doing this like not making holes because I'm going to plant a few seeds in each one. It'd just be too many little holes, I think. So there. So I'm just going to flatten that cell, and these are Pisano, the Italian like aroma tomato, which is perfect for making sauces. Oh my goodness, this is my 10 seeds. So I'm just gonna spread them half on each of these cells, like so. Yeah, that's not very many seeds, that's for sure. And then I'm just gonna cover them with a layer of dirt. And that's basically all I'm gonna do for each variety. So probably just the 2 cells. So again, I'll come back when I get them all done and just show you where I'm gonna put it, what it looks like on my heat mat. There we go, we've got the whole tray done. Like I say, pretty well 2 cells of each variety, and then I'll just separate them. So when I get to that point and they're growing into little seedlings, I'm gonna transplant them into 4x4 pots. For now, I'm just gonna put one of these covers over the top, create my little greenhouse, and I'm gonna go into my back room and pop this onto a heat mat. I'll come back and let you know how things go with the next step of my tomatoes. Hope you've enjoyed today. West Coast Grandma is signing out.